everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Okay, story time while I do my hair on the delivery of my baby. Alrighty, so basically I went full term. My hair is not even that bad, honestly. So I went full term, right? So 40 weeks. I had no complications during my whole pregnancy. Like, I don't know if you know, them little 5 minutes appointments. Like, I just drove to the doctor's for what? For 5 minutes? Like, that's how my pregnancy was. I had zero complication. Like, no high blood pressure, nothing. Like, everything was perfect my whole pregnancy. Perfect. So we get up to the time that, it's my 40-week appointment, and my doctor's like, you can go, 1 more week if you want to. I'm like, no, I want this baby out. Like, I can feel that she's uncomfortable, because I don't know if you can see me, but I have a small stature. Like, she's getting uncomfortable in there. Like, she needs to get out. So they scheduled me in induced days. What the frick? I'm sorry, they scheduled me an inducement date. So I was like, I don't want to be induced. Like, this is my first baby. I don't want to have the medicine to like Pitocin and all of that. I don't really want that. I want to have her natural. Like, I'm about to do everything. So I went home that day after my doctor's appointment, and I think it was on my due date was on Monday, and they scheduled me for that Friday. They were scheduling me for that Friday. My due date was Monday, and that day I literally was like, let me get everything. So I got plum juice. I just got cranberry juice. Everything. Pineapple juice, plum juice. What else did I do? I just got everything that people told me. I did all the methods. I did everything that people told me to buy, and I was drinking everything. The dates. Oh yeah, I did dates. I did everything. I went to Target and I bought everything. So after I bought everything, I went home and I was like, you know what? I'm about to, because my cousin, she was like, do the, y'all, I'm sorry, my memory, like, is so bad. I can't even remember. The step in walk or whatever. So you get on the curb and you step down, step up, step down, step up. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, oh my gosh, my bones. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, I'm definitely going to try that. So it's me and my mama, and I'm doing that outside. Like, I'm doing that. I'm like literally did that for 30 minutes. Like, and I don't know if I want to curl this or not, but like, honestly, y'all, I'm not going nowhere. I just really feel like doing my hair. So she's like, so I'm doing that for 30 minutes. So I goes in and I'm like, we go in the house. And I was like, let's just watch a movie. Like, honestly, she's not coming. Like, let's just watch a movie. So me and my mom was chilling. And at this point, like, I'm in Florida. I live in Florida. My family is located in Louisville, Kentucky. And at this point, it's still snowing. It's a snowstorm out in Kentucky. So, like, I'm already knowing that my family is most likely probably not going to make it. And so I was a little sad about that. So I said a couple hours later, like, I did that around like 5, 6, no later. I kid you not, like a couple hours later, I just feel movement, like she's moving. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what's going on, girl? So I go to the bathroom and I feel like a pop. I'm using the restroom, I feel like a pop. So I'm like, okay, I come out the restroom and tell my mom, I'm like, I don't know what that was. It was like a pop, like, and she just started laughing. I guess she was like, she already kind of knew. So I'm laying down. I lay down to like watch the movie because I was like a little uncomfortable. Y'all, it's just leaking. My water broke. So I'm like, oh my God. So I run to the bathroom because I'm just like, it's like leaking. So I'm like, oh my God, my water broke. I'm freaking out, honestly. So she's calling all my family. She's like, her water just broke. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, we need to get to the hospital. I'm like, y'all, I'm freaking out. Like, we need to get to the hospital. hospital. Like, oh my gosh. Mind y'all, where I lived, the hospital was literally probably 8 minutes max. So I was like, we need to get to the hospital. So she's like, girl, get your bag, like, get everything. The bag was already packed in the car. She was like, get your outfit on. So I'm throwing something on, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So, boom, we're driving. My mama's driving. And also, to y'all, just a disclaimer, I never had any contractions, like, throughout my pregnancy. Like, I never had front contractions, but I started to have, like, back contractions then. So my mama had back contractions with me, and basically the doctor said it's basically how the baby is laying. So she was laying like face up, I think, or something like that, because I never had front. It was all like back. Like, I don't know if you had a back period, like it was like that in my back. So I'm in the car and I'm freaking out. Mind y'all, we driving. My mama goes the wrong way. How? I guess me yelling and everything, she goes the wrong way. So that 8 minutes turned into 15 minutes. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So she's like, girl, breathe, do what we practice. Like, I had a whole doula. Prior, I had a whole doula. So, boom, we finally make it to the hospital. And she's like, she parks up front. You know, we already did our tour. We already knew how this was going to go. You know how they have the label part. And she gets me a wheelchair. And at this point, I'm like, bro, I don't want to sit down, because I didn't know when your water breaks, it just keeps leaking. Like, I didn't know that. So I was just like, I just didn't want to sit, because I was like, oh my God, like the wheelchair's gonna be covered. So anyways, she's like, girl, sit down. So I go to the delivery room. I'm like, my water just broke, and they push me back there. So they put me back on the first floor, and then they checked me. Okay, they got me stable. They plugged me up to the monitor, and then they checked me. I was only 1 centimeter dilated. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, they're like, but you are like in the process, so we are gonna move you upstairs to your room. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, but you gotta stay right down here, because you have to check the heartbeat. Like, it has to be so long, 15 minutes or something. And I had to keep going to the bathroom. So she's like, you just need to stay so we can monitor for like 15 minutes, then we're gonna move you. Okay, so mind y'all, everything's still going good. Like, no complications, nothing. Mind you, timestamp. So my water broke at like 10 p.m. at night. I got to my room. It broke at like 9:30, 10. I got to my upstairs room, or my delivery room. I got there at like 10:45, 11:05. And so this is 11:05 at night. I'm just say around 11ish. 10:45, 11ish. I got to upstairs. I got in my room. So I get in my room, and my mom was like, okay, so what you want to do? Like, I'm like, let's just walk this out. I don't want to Pitocin, because basically something happened with my doula, so I didn't have a doula. At this point, it's just me and my mom in the room. Like, my family wasn't gonna make it. Like, it's just me and my mama. So we wanted to walk. I wanted to walk the hospital floor. So they gave me a yoga ball. They gave me all this stuff to do, but I just wanted to walk. So as I get done walking, and the doctor comes in, and she's like, oh, you know, do you have your birthing plan? All this. I'm like, yeah, so this is the plan. Boom. So she checked me after I walked, and she was like, girl, you're already, 2 to 3, it was either 2 or 3 centimeters. And she was like, if you keep walking like this, then you probably are not going to need Pitocin. Like, you are doing good. And I was like, okay, that's perfect. Like, let me just keep walking then. So also too, y'all, at the time, they gave me some medicine, and it starts with an F. And if you know, for pain, that wasn't doing nothing, because like I said, I had all back pain. So I'm like, well, I don't know if I can keep doing this, because I'm telling my nurse, like, I don't know if I keep doing this, I'm in so much pain. She was like, well, just to let you know, the epidural lady's still here. She's about to leave for the night. So if you want it right now, you might as well get it. And I said, okay, let me just get the epidural. Like, I'm in so much pain. Okay, this is the part where I messed up. Like, this was the worst mistake in my life. Like, I blame everything for the epidural. Like, I was doing so fine before the epidural, and once I got the epidural, everything started messing up. Okay, so basically, I was like, yes, let's get the epidural. She was like, well, once you get the epidural, you're not going to be able to walk. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, it's late at night. Like, let me just get the epidural and just try to relax into the morning, or like, you see what's going on. I got the epidural around maybe 12:15 at the latest, and the first mistake is she couldn't even get it in. It took her so long to get the epidural in that I should have known right then and there she did something to my body. Like, then and there, I was feeling like, oh my God, I know she messed up. Like, So a few disclaimers, like rewatched the video and I had a couple timestamps wrong. I said that I was doing the curves walking and getting ready for labor around 6:35. Like it was not at 9:30, 10. That's when I arrived at the hospital. So I just want to make that known that everything happened at night. So where I left off is that basically okay, we're at the hospital. At this time it's around, I think I said like 11:30, 12, or like probably like 12ish, 12:30ish. And when the lady is doing the epidural, so she comes in, I guess she's about to go, they about to change shifts and she's about to leave. So as she's doing my epidural, she cannot get it in. I'm bent over, the nurse is holding me, like, because at this point I'm stressed, like I'm so nervous. Like I'm already nervous because of what I heard and I wanted to go natural, but of course I was in pain, so I don't care, give me the epidural. So as I'm bending over, she kept saying like, bend your back. I'm sorry that your butt is a little too big. Like, no lie, she told me that. She was like, your butt is big. I cannot inject. Like, I cannot put it in. Like, you're gonna have to keep bending. I'm like, what? Oh, she's telling me to like bend my back more, and I'm trying to as much as I can. So she's like, she tries to put it in, it does not work. So it's like she like hold still. So it's like the needle is stuck in my back. So I'm just like, mind you, I'm freaking out, but I'm trying to hold still because I don't want to be paralyzed. So she's moving in. She's like, oh my God, finally got it in. This is after like 10 to 15. It felt like 30, but I know it's at least 10 minutes. Like at this point, she finally gets it in. So now, from my understanding is, I had the epidural in. I couldn't walk, of course, because you are numb from the waist down, and that they was just going to slowly inject it, like slowly inject it in my body, not push it full throttle. So at this point, I'm like, okay. So after she gets it in, I literally feel something like push. I feel like she pushed it all in, like whoosh. So one thing about it is you're supposed to slowly inject it for that reason, like something can happen. You're not supposed to push it all in once, like the dosage. So she left and she did something like, she's like, okay, I'll put some medicine in so you should feel. Instantly I felt numb. So okay, cool. I'm like, okay, well at least I'm out of pain. Like that's all that matters. So an hour go by and I'm not gonna lie, everything just started feeling different. Like I just didn't feel my baby move as much. Like I don't know what it was, but it was just like my baby was stiff, like stiff. So now we at the point where it's about 1 a.m.-ish, 1:10-ish. So hold on, my baby's crying. Pro tip, wipe your face with the napkin or the cleanse towel. Do not wash it with a washcloth. Okay, so it gets to about literally like 1-ish, 1:10, or I can't really like recall all the time stamps. Just know I had my baby at 3:07. So keep that in mind. So it gets to 1 something and the nurse comes in and she's like, hey, like mind you, I already told you she feels sick. She's like, hey, I'm just gonna call for some friends, okay? Like nothing to be worried about. And then all of a sudden 20 people dashed in my room. Mind you, no, okay, let me rewind. So my mama comes up, because mind you, my mom's in the room and we like the monitor thing is on the side of me. So she's like looking concerned and I can see at the corner of my eye that her heart rate is dropping. Like exponentials, like it's going down, like down. So it's like beep, beep, beep. So she's like, I'm just gonna call my friends. So all these people swarm in, like 20 people, and they're like flipping me, like flipping me. Mind you, they have to help me because I am numb, like I feel paralyzed from the waist down. So like flip me on my side and like they're beating me and like trying to get my baby's heartbeat. So at this point, literally I felt like I was in like I really just didn't have any emotions. I was so confused on what was going on. Like it all happened so fast. It's so many hands and so many doctors talking to me, this and that. So okay, so they got it regulated. So they turned me back around and everybody left and the doctor stayed and she's like, your heart is okay, like her heart rate just went down, but I'm gonna check you again, this and that. And I was like, okay, well thank you, like okay, like is everything okay? She's like, yeah, it's like everything should be fine, like So at this point it's 30 minutes to an hour go by. So now we're at probably like 2:30, 2:40-ish, and we're probably like 2:45-ish, and they're setting up for, because she checked me and I'm moving. I'm mind you, I'm dilating fast. So they're setting, like, it's 2 nurses in my room, and they're literally setting up for my delivery because they feel like she's about to come. Like they getting all the trays, they getting all the instruments. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you know, at this point I can't even sleep because, like, once again, I still feel like my baby is just stuck. Like, she's just stiff. I don't feel like right, you know. So I'm not sleeping. Like, so they're getting all the instruments, and then, like, all of a sudden, literally, I kid you not, I hear it this time. I hear the monitor go down, 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 down. And I looked over. I kid you not. Her heart rate dropped. It was going from 8, so 116 or whatever, 115-ish, 78, 65, 40, 30, 20. And they're witnessing this. So they're calling people, and then I see a big fat 0. So at this time, I'm still, mind you, I'm not panicking. I'm still, like, calm because they're keeping me calm, but I know something's wrong. So they stormed in my room again. The doctor's like, okay, mama, we're about to rush you into emergency C-section. We don't have time to waste. Like, her heart rate is completely not existing. Like, we gotta go right now. Like, we have to go. And I'm like, come on, mama, come. Like, at this point now, I'm freaking out. And I'm like, come on, mama, come. She's like, yeah. So literally, this is the best hospital. I'll write it in the comments, but I was in Orlando, Florida, the best hospital, hands on. The emergency C-section room was literally 2 doors down. Like, literally, they pushed me out of my room when I was in the emergency room. In the operating room. So at this point, I'm like, oh my God. So mind you, now I'm starting freaking out. So I'm like kind of in and out. I don't even know. All I see is like bright lights. They lay me down. I'm in, basically about to have C-section. And I'm like, is my mama here? And then my mama's all dressed. Like, they already had her prepped and ready. Like, that's how fast. Like, everybody was on stand. She was already behind me holding my hand. So, boom. Okay, so then they're like, it happened so fast. Like, they cutting me. And I'm like, it's not, I can literally feel them, like, cutting me, right? Not cutting me. I could not feel it, but I could tell that they are pushing her out. I can pull them tugging, if that makes sense. So they instantly was hands on, and they're tugging to pull her out. So all of a sudden, I looked at my mom. I'm like laying back, and I'm looking at my mom. I'm like, I don't hear. Like, the whole room was silent. I'm like, I don't hear nothing. At that point, I'm screaming. I'm like yelling at them. Is she okay? Is she okay? Is she okay? Like, nobody's saying nothing. So once again, it's just silent. So it felt like so at this point, my heart did drop. I'm praying to God as well. I'm on the operating room, and I'm like, table. I'm like praying to God. I'm like, please, Lord, let my baby be okay. Nobody saying anything. Like, I'm like, also at this time, I feel like I'm dying myself. So also, like, I can feel like me shutting down, like everything. Just feel like I'm just dying. I don't know. I'm like praying to God, like, if I don't survive, please. Like, I can just feel me open. I feel me bleeding. Like, I'm like telling God, like, if I die, please save my baby and let my baby live a happy life with my mom. Like, I'm praying. I'm literally thinking I'm on my deathbed. So finally, y'all, I hear, yeah. So I just like, oh my God, I was like, oh my God, my baby's alive, because it took so long. Like, honestly, I didn't think she was making it, and I didn't think I was gonna make it. So my heart sank. I was like, oh my God, like, I'm just like, oh my God, thank God. So they like told my mom to cut the umbilical cord, all of this, and they brought her over to me. Now at this point, after they took her like from skin to skin a little bit, y'all, I passed out. I literally passed out. Like, no, before I passed out, I kept saying, like, I kept looking at it because I could see my numbers, and I see them getting lower. As I'm looking at them getting lower, like, I feel me losing. And I keep telling the nurse, like, something's wrong with me. I feel like I don't feel right. I'm like, do they still get my body open? How much longer? I'm laying on this table, like, I feel like death. Surgeons was like, we just opened you up. Like, we have to close you back. This thing. I'm like, can y'all hurry? Like, I feel so, like, not right. So long story short is, yeah, I ended up passing out. And my mama ended up telling me afterwards that, like, they had to, like, wake me up and do some stuff to, like, get me up. But I felt myself passed out, like. So yeah, so after that, they moved me to recovery. And when I was in recovery, so when I got back up from passing out, like, I was looking at my baby because, like, I could see the mirror of them doing everything. But yeah, I definitely passed out. And so when they sent me to recovery.
All right, what to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Now, she doesn't go into part 3 And it's been a month now, so I don't think we get into part 3. But what I could tell you, I've never seen a C-section. All of my kids were pretty much, they were born on time. They were born like to the due date, all 4 of them, like to the due date. And no complications during the birth. So, but I know there's like a very high mortality rate between for Black women in hospitals. So, this is actually really, this is a really important subject when it comes to women and birthing. So, there's no, you can't take this lightly. You know what I'm saying? So it's always, there's always that chance things could go wrong. And then having an emergency C-section when she's like, trying to get ready for birth, and then things went wrong. So crazy situation, right? But I actually passed out when one of my, I can't remember which kid it was. Even my last one, I think, cause I don't like blood. I don't like none of that. So I had to sit down. Like I was going through it. I just felt myself getting light and then having to lay down. And I think I took a nap, and it happened so fast. Like I laid down, I knew I couldn't do it. And I just laid down and I like took a 10-minute nap. I probably passed out, but I was just overwhelmed. So pretty much I passed out, but I knew I wasn't feeling well, so I just laid down and I just went into a sleep, and then I woke back up, and then it's like, the doctors and them they had some blood pressure thing on me and stuff like that. It's like, had me water and trying to, get me to wake up and stuff like that. I don't even know how long it was. It probably was like, it felt like it just like that, but they said I was down for a minute. So I was like, I don't like it, That was the other time they had to cut my daughter's mom, and I heard them go. I was like, oh, I almost passed out. Then. I think that was the time I was holding my baby, and I was like, get the baby, because I'm finna fall. And I literally sat down. The nurses and them left my baby mom on the table, came to me, and just crazy situation. So, I just be like, damn, it's having a baby is a crazy situation. I know it's nothing I'm saying I went through can compare to what they going through, or what she went through, or what other women go through. I'm just saying that was my experience of watching childbirth, and just thinking about it, thinking about her experience and what was going on. I know, like, if she was going through that and I was there, and she was having my kid and I was there, and she experiencing that, hell, they gonna have so many doctors on that, because I know I wouldn't have made it. Like, if they would have had to cut her open, I would have left the room. I would have just left the room. But I was in the room. I only cut the I cut the umbilical cord for one of my kids. My mom cut one. My daughter's other grandma cut one. I cut one, and I cut the last one. Or no, I didn't cut the last one. I wanted no parts of that, because I remember when I did cut one, it sent me over the edge. Yeah, I threw up. That was the time I threw up. I'm not that tough. So when it comes to those things, but yeah, prayers out to this woman. Shout out to XO I Am Her for sharing her experience, and with a traumatic labor complications. So, sending healing energy to all women. All right, because I know y'all be going through it. And Jay says, I wouldn't be able to handle it, but they do push it. Nope. I would have freaked out. I would have freaked out immediately. So it's like I went and got a vasectomy, dog, and yeah, it just wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I could barely. I mean, I was numb, so I didn't feel nothing, but it was just the fact of the whole situation had me freaked out, geeked out. All right, let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section.
Everyday people.